Hello, good morning. Today we will start with our new article from the radar system, that is moving target indicator. Yesterday we completed the radar range equation and some introductory part of the MTI. कालच्या पिरियडमध्ये आपण रडार रेंज इक्वेशन घेतलं. आतापर्यंत आपण याच्यामध्ये रडारमध्ये बेसिक पल्स रडार सिस्टीम, रडार रेंज इक्वेशन एवढं घेतले. तर काल आपण थोडं इंट्रोडक्शन घेतलं होतं मुव्हिंग टार्गेट इंडिकेटर. आता त्याच्या नावावरून कळतं की मुव्हिंग टार्गेट इंडिकेटर मीन्स what is the meaning of or what is the function of this MTI or moving target indicator. Now whenever you are sending the electromagnetic waves from the transmitting antenna in the radar system, so that waves will be just incident on the target and get reflected back from the target, and the part of that will be received by the receiver section, and then it can be analyzed, and then we can get the information of the total information about the target. Now it is not possible for an observer to differentiate or distinguish between a moving target in the presence of permanent echoes of the comparable appearance on the radar representation or radar indicator. त्याच्यामध्ये जसं ज्यावेळेस आपण ट्रान्समिटिंग अँटेनामधून ज्यावेळेस रेडिएशन्स स्पेसमध्ये जातात त्यावेळेस आपला जो टार्गेट असतो टार्गेटवर तर पडतातच, पण तसंच जे मोठमोठ्या बिल्डिंग असतात किंवा झाडं असतात, असे काही जे स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट जे असतात त्याच्यावरसुद्धा पडून दे विल गेट रिफ्लेक्टेड फ्रॉम दॅट ऑल्सो. सो दे आर नोन ॲज द परमनंट इकोज ऑफ द स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट. म्हणजे आपलं जे टार्गेट आहे आपलं समजा ते टार्गेटवर तर पडतातच, पण त्याचबरोबर जे दुसरी ज्या बिल्डिंग असतील, झाडं असतील किंवा अशा काही वस्तू असतील त्याच्यावर सुद्धा पडून त्या दे विल रिफ्लेक्टेड अँड दे विल बी कलेक्टेड बाय द रिसिव्हर ऑल्सो. सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर अन ऑब्झर्वर टू डिस्टिंग्विश or differentiate a moving target in the presence of permanent echoes of the comparable appearances on a radar representation or a radar indicator. Now another difficult situation arises if the moving target has a range and bearing such that the echo from the moving target gets superimposed on the ground clutter. This situation is particularly troublesome in mountainous regions and in the near vicinity of cities. So a moving target indicator radar depends on the Doppler principle for its basic operation. Now आता हे जे moving target indicator आहे it depends on the Doppler principle for its basic operation. Now Doppler effect मध्ये काय असतं की if an observer is standing on the platform and if train is incoming, so जसं जसं ते ट्रेन ऑब्झर्वकडे येते तसं काय होतं फ्रिक्वेन्सी किंवा पिच वाढत जातो, आणि जसे ट्रेन त्याला पास करते तसं पिच एकदम कमी होतो. सो दॅट इफेक्ट विल बी यूज हिअर और द प्रिन्सिपल इज यूज फॉर दिस बेसिक ऑपरेशन. The relation at the radar between the phase of the transmitted pulse and the phase of the resulting echo from a fixed target is same for successive pulses. Doppler effect is responsible for change in pitch of whistle from a passing train and is well used in making a moving target indicator radar. The relative phase of echo signal received from moving target continuously change with respect to the phase of the transmitted pulse when there is a continuous change in the distance of the target. So it can be easily shown that if the relative velocity of two objects is plus Vr and if this is much smaller than the velocity of light Vc, then frequency Ft transmitted from one body to other will be changed to Ft plus Fd. Ft plus Fd dash, where Fd dash is the Doppler frequency and given by Fd dash equal to Ft into Vr by Vc. In a radar, a signal undergoes f dash d change in the frequency on arrival at the target, and then again there is change in the frequency on its return to the radar set, and hence overall effect is double. Therefore Doppler frequency Fd, capital Fd, for the radar is f capital D equal to 2 into Ft into Vr by Vc, or that is equal to 2 Vr by lambda. Since Fr by Vc equal to 1 by lambda, where lambda is the transmitted wavelength. Now on the basis of this change in frequency, it is possible to calculate the relative velocity of target with the pulse or continuous wave radar. It is also possible to distinguish between moving and stationary object and to eliminate the blips due to stationary targets with pulse radar. Basically, the moving target indicator system compares the set of received echoes with those received during the previous sweep and cancels out those phase has remain unchanged. This applies to echoes due to stationary object, but those due to moving target undergo phase change and are hence not cancelled. The moving target is बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल आहे. याच्यामध्ये बेसिकली हा जो MT आहे किंवा मुव्हिंग टार्गेट इंडिकेटर हा कम्पेअर करतो सेट ऑफ रिसिव्ड इकोज, म्हणजे जो रिसिव्ड इकोज असतो म्हणजे टार्गेटपासून वापस आलेले जे सिग्नल असतात, इट विल बी कम्पेअर अ सेट ऑफ रिसिव्ड इकोज विथ दोज रिसिव्ड इन द प्रिव्हियस स्वीप. म्हणजे मुव्हिंग टार्गेटकडून आलेले इकोज आणि स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्टकडून आलेले इकोज दोन्हीला इट विल बी कम्पेअर अँड कॅन्सल्स आउट दोज सिग्नल्स हुज फेस हॅज रिमेन अनचेंज. म्हणजे असे सिग्नल ज्याच्यामध्ये याचा फेस चेंज झालेला नसतो, कारण मुव्हिंग टार्गेटमध्ये काय होतं, द फेस ऑफ दॅट सिग्नल विल बी चेंजिंग, बट फॉर द स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट द फेस हॅज रिमेन अनचेंज, सो दॅट सिग्नल्स विल बी गेटिंग कॅन्सल्ड. अँड since the clutter due to stationary object is removed, since the clutter due to stationary target is removed, it permits not only easier determination of moving target but also reduction in the time taken by operator to take in the display, and besides that it allows the detection of moving target those whose echoes are hundreds of times smaller than those of nearby stationary targets and those which would have been otherwise masked by the stationary object nearby. MTI can be used with a radar using a power oscillator that is magnetron output, but it is more convenient with the one whose output tube is a power amplifier, that is klystron. In the present discussion, we discuss the one with the output tube being power amplifier. Now here the diagram is shown. आता हा जो ब्लॉक डायग्राम दाखवला आहे हा ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ MTI रडारचा आहे. याच्यामध्ये this block diagram of MTI, it consists of the duplexer. याच्यामध्ये काय काय duplexer असतं, then a simple circulator arrangement could be as well be used, or a simple circulator arrangement could be as well be used. It connects antenna to the receiver section and transmitter section at proper instant of time. आता duplexerचं काम काय असतं, it will connect the transmitting antenna as well as receiving antenna. Both antenna can be controlled by this duplexer. The transmitted frequency in this figure is the sum of outputs of the two oscillators produced in the second mixer 2. याच्यामध्ये दोन मी दाखवले, mixer 1, mixer 2. So this will be shown here, FD plus FO plus FC. So mixer 2, the transmitted frequency is the sum of outputs of two oscillators produced in the second mixer 2. The two oscillators are stereo or stable local oscillator, and the second is coho or coherent oscillator, which operates at the same frequency as intermediate frequency and provides coherent signal whose use will be discussed later. Now mixer 1 and mixer 2, they are identical and both use the same local oscillator, that is stereo, and thus the phase relationship existing in their inputs is preserved in their outputs. This makes possible the use of Doppler shift at the IF stage instead of the less inconvenient RF stage, where FO is the frequency of stereo and FC is the frequency of coho. The output of the IF amplifier and a reference signal from the coho are fed to the phase sensitive detector, which is a circuit that is very much similar to phase discriminator. Since coho oscillator or coherent oscillator is used for the generation of the RF signal as well as the reference in the phase detector, and also the mixers do not introduce differing phase shifts. Thus the transmitted and reference signals are locked in phase and are said to be coherent, hence the name coho. Since the output of this detector is phase sensitive and output is obtained from all fixed or moving targets, however, the phase difference between transmitted and received signal is constant for fixed target, whereas it varies for the moving targets. Doppler frequency shift is responsible for this variation of phase difference for moving targets. Doppler frequency shift is accompanied by a phase shift, but the shift is not constant if the target has a radial component of velocity. So using this type of circuitry in the phase sensitive detector, it will have the both the signals, that is transmitted signal and received signal. But in case of fixed targets, the phase difference between the transmitted and the received signal is constant. म्हणजे हे जे फेज सेन्सिटिव्ह डिटेक्टर आहे याच्यामध्ये काय दोन्ही सिग्नल असतात, ट्रान्समिटेड अँड रिसिव्ड सिग्नल. पण जे टार्गेट फिक्स असतं किंवा स्टेशनरी असतं, जे आर दोज हू आर नॉट मुव्हिंग, सो फॉर दॅट the phase difference is constant for fixed target, and whereas the signals which are coming from the moving target, so there is a phase change in that signals. So this will be just detected by this phase sensitive detector, and the signals which are having the fixed constant phase difference, they will be removed, and only which are having the phase difference that is coming from the moving target, they will be detected. So this is the basic principle will be used here, and the Doppler frequency shift is responsible for this variation of phase difference for the moving targets. So using this Doppler frequency shift, हे प्रिन्सिपल वापरून आपण काय करू शकतो की दोन्हीमध्ये जे टार्गेट फिक्स असतात त्या टार्गेटचे म्हणजे ट्रान्समिटेड सिग्नल आणि रिसिव्ड सिग्नल याच्यामधला जो फेज डिफरन्स आहे तो कॉन्स्टंट असतो फिक्स टार्गेटसाठी. परंतु जे टार्गेट मुव्हिंग असतात त्यामध्ये जो ट्रान्समिटेड सिग्नल आणि फेज डिफरन्स याच्यामध्ये फेज डिफरन्स कॉन्स्टंट नसतो, तो चेंजिंग असतो. त्यामुळे आपल्याला येणार सिग्नल कुठून येत आहे ते कळू शकतं आपल्याला, आणि मुव्हिंग टार्गेटला डिटेक्ट करणं सोपं जातं. So this is the main basic work of the or function of this MTI or moving target indicator, and this will be just used on the Doppler frequency principle, or it will use the Doppler principle for its basic operation. So now we will see the how the phase of the both the transmitted pulse and the received pulse, they will be changing, how it will be detected, that will be shown by the graph. So that I will show you. So इथं बघ याच्यामध्ये दाखवलेलं आहे फिक्स टार्गेट, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये जे फिक्स टार्गेट आहे त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतं की देअर इज फेज रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टंट फॉर ऑल पल्सेस. फर्स्ट दाखवलेलं आहे फिक्स, the phase will be remains unchanged, it will remain constant for all pulses. Then phase for second pulse, first, second and first, and phase output for the third pulse, and these are the moving target, they will be detected subtracting the circuit output. So in this way we can detect the moving targets, because the phase between the transmitted pulse and the received pulses, or the transmitted signal and received signal, so the phase phase will be remaining constant for the fixed target, but for moving target it will be changing. So in this way they can be detected. For example, it was given here, just I will read it. For example, if the Doppler frequency is 1000 Hz and the return time for the pulse is say 26 microsecond, that is equivalent to 5 nautical miles, and phase difference between the transmitted and received signal will be some value phi, with the same for the stationary target at that point, that is 5 plus 1000 by 62 equal to 16.12 complete cycles, or 16.12 into 2 pi equal to 101.4 radians. When the next pulse is returned from the moving target, the latter will now be closer, say 61 microsecond away, giving a phase shift of 101.4 into 61.62, that is 99.7 radians. Thus the phase shift is definitely not constant for moving targets. This situation may be graphically shown for a number of successive steps in the above figure. Now in the above this graphical representation, this illustrates that those parts of each sweep that correspond to stationary target are identical with each sweep, but the portions corresponding to moving targets keep changing in phase. Thus we subtract each sweep from the preceding one by delaying the earlier sweep by time equal to the pulse interval or 1 upon PRF. Since heavy attenuation is caused by use of delay line, and since the Signal must be of the same amplitude if permanent echoes are to be cancelled. Delay line is thus followed by an amplifier. To ensure that a spurious phase shift is not introduced, there is an amplifier in the undelayed line well, which has the same response characteristics but much lower gain than the amplifier used for the delayed line signal amplifier. The delayed and undelayed signals are compared in the subtractor, that is either with one input polarity reverse. This output is rectified and then displayed in the usual manner. So this is the how it illustrates, that will be shown by the graphic representation. So in this way the MTI or moving target indicator works. Okay, so it was somewhat theoretical part is there, but in the examination point of view, you have to just draw the diagram and write the what is the meaning of stereo, coho, mixer 1, mixer 2, what is coho oscillator, what is stereo oscillator, what is the work of phase sensitivity detector, what is IF amplifier, duplexer. All these you have to line in 2 or 3 lines only. Okay, thank you.